So Engineer Kobe's left is Engineer Wilson Ali, a senior member of the society, FNSE 2. Welcome, sir. And we have to the President's right, the chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Highway Engineers, Engineer Said Mohammed, FNSE. Welcome, sir. Beside Engineer Said is Engineer Professor Joshua Olawe, a fellow of the society, and the chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Agric Engineers. Welcome, Prof. We also have Engineer Babatunde Odula, FNSE, is the Director of Membership Services in the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Welcome. We have Engineer Olumo Sarafuddin, National Vice Chairman, Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineers. Welcome. We also have the Vice Chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers, Engineer Kairos Ikem Umekisiobi, FNSE. Welcome. Next to Engineer Kairos is Engineer Okoye Henry, FNSE, Chairman of the Tama branch of FNSE. You're welcome. We have representing the Chairman of Abuja branch is Engineer Ahmed ASY Kutigi, MNSC. You're welcome. The Vice Chairman of Abuja branch. And there are other engineers seated with them, and the Chairman of Young Engineers Forum. Sorry, introduce yourself, Engineer Ika. Thank you very much. Okay, now, Madam President, with your permission, let me hand the microphone over to the media. You introduce yourself and the media administration that you represent.
Good afternoon. My name is Anya Gomu. I work for Voice of Nigeria.
Good morning. My name is Joseph Aki from the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Margaret Aina Oguntala. I work with AIT.
Good afternoon. My name is Sheikh Silver TV.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, distinguished guests. My name is Damilola Aino. I write for the Punch newspapers.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Olajide Bello from NTA.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Obasi Sides and Vanguard newspapers.
Margaret Aina Oguntala. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ojima Moses, the leadership.
My name is Paul from Guardian.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gladys Godwin from TVC.
Isaac Kaname, I work for the Sun Newspapers.
And David Abba, Blueprint newspaper. Something man of trustee. Thank you once again, gentlemen of the press. Madam President, I hand the floor over to you now.
You did not introduce yourself.
Oh, sorry. My name is, they know me already anyway. My name is Ali Abdul Kadir, Director, Corporate Services, FNSE Headquarters. Thank you. Over to you, Madam President.
Thank you. My very distinguished, very senior members of the Nigerian Society of Engineers who are on this side. Everybody has been introduced, so I'm just going to take time by saying you're welcome. And then, of course, the division chairman, branch chairman, and very distinguished members of the Congress. I want to start, even though the Director of Corporate Services has thanked me earlier, I want to thank you again for coming today. Because like I said, that plan for this to take place tomorrow for two reasons. One, we wanted to take advantage of the first week of April, so to speak, to address the first quarterly briefing that we normally do, which we now decided to have as a pilot, not the usual press briefing. So this is going to be more interactive than just me reading the press brief and then you asking me questions. So we intend that this will be an interactive session, more like a party, because it's my first time of meeting you guys one-on-one since I took over office on the 1st of January 2024. And then tomorrow was also going to, we also chose tomorrow because it would be my 100th day in office. So, those are the reasons why we chose tomorrow. And then the announcement came, and here we are. So I thank you for being able to move this backwards. I know that it's not so easy. I know how busy you guys are. And I want to tell you that this is just one of the things, we're going to be doing this a lot more often than we have done in the past, because what we have started to do, or what we set out to do in this administration, is until the end of the next year and going forward as well, is to on our major theme, based on the theme of my administration, rebirthing the Nigerian Society of Engineers for the growth, empowerment and advancement of engineering in Nigeria. And we have, on this theme, we have 5 pillars, five pillars resting on this theme. And one of the most major pillars is reimaging of NSE, reimaging the NSE for enhanced publicity and governance structure. And we do need you for that. It's only with you that we can hope to achieve our goal and set objectives in that area. And in fact, one of the cardinal objectives of the NSE is to provide value-adding professional advice to government. One we're supposed to, and we plan to be, we aim to be an influencer of decisions and policies of government. Apart from the fact that, of course, as engineers, we're also at the end of the implementation of policies. So we want to be able to engage with you very often so that we are able to put forward and put out what our thoughts are towards development in Nigeria. And still in line with our theme, incidentally, I unveiled what was called MOPSA at my investiture. For those of you who were at my investiture, it was at that time Margaret Oguntala Presidency Strategic Agenda. But at our last council, it was adopted and the name changed to the NSE Strategic Agenda. And like I said, it's based on 5 pillars. The first being membership development, the second being improving intergovernmental industry academia collaborations, the third being reinforcing international relations mechanisms, the fourth being reimaging the NSE for better publicity and governance structure, which is one of the reasons we are here today. And then, of course, there is the improved community impact. And following from all of this, we have, in the past 100 days, done a lot, to show our members that indeed we mean business. We've been able to strike some understanding and some strategic partnerships with a number of stakeholders in Nigeria, ministries, agencies, the industrialists, and so on, and even academia. And just some of them I'll just mention to you now. We've been able to, we have a strategic partnership with the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs for the development of VSTEM, and then particularly for the young girls, for girls. And we're also looking at advocacy for diversity, equity, and inclusion, as it concerns the female gender. That's what took us to the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs. And we have a working group set up by both parties to develop the strategies for the implementation of this MOE. Then we have a partnership with the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board for the training of specialized skills training for young engineers. That was launched, unveiled on March 4 to mark the World Engineering Day. And we are in the process of perfecting the strategies, for starting off the training. We have called for participation amongst young engineers in Nigeria, and we're just waiting for the Council of NCDMB to start. We also were in the Energy Commission of Nigeria just last week, on this partnership drive and developmental drive, and we are partnering on advancement of renewable had here, which we hope would also dovetail into better solution for Nigeria. As the Federal Minister of Water Resources, just last week, based on the agreement that we have and the partnership and collaboration that we do have with them, the task team was inaugurated by the Honorable Minister himself for partnering on hosting of the 6th African Regional Conference on Irrigation and Drainage. It's an international event which will take place in 2025. And then for the World Engineering Day, which took place on March 4, we had collaboration with the UK, Royal Engineering UK, and a number of other partners. So again, we also took this partnership to NASENI, and we have a partnership on advocacy for eradicating gender imbalance through the Presidential Implementation Committee on Technology Transfer. And on 8th of March, the program was launched, and right now, participation and nomination is being called for women to apply for entrepreneurship training and funding and so on. And this is in partnership with the FNSE. So it's one of the things that we have been able to achieve. Then the FNSE position on the electricity tariff hike is on today's newspaper. We have a press release which came out this morning. Then we also have a position on the MOU, the FOU, the FG MOU with American company on importation of tractors. We'll talk briefly about that. I have experts here who will support the discussion, and then the details will come later in a very special press briefing. Also, in line with what our theme is for the next 2 years, we have secured strategic partnership with Total Energies, and this is for training, of the staff. So FNSE would train the staff in areas that they need. So a needs assessment has been done of the workforce in Total Energies, and we shall be doing a lot of training with them. And of course, they are also going to partner with us on our conference, which is coming up in November, on November 18 to 22. We have also been able to strike partnership with Lafarge, for our programs and development. Just last week, we also come here, the Women in Infrastructure Community Africa, to seek partnership and collaboration with the NSC to drive home the reasons and the fact that women need to be more involved in infrastructure community in Africa, and particularly in Nigeria. Then, of course, we also have a partnership with the US Embassy. Last month, we had visitors, the acting ambassador to Nigeria the acting US ambassador to Nigeria. And at that meeting, a lot of discussions we had on areas where the US can support the Nigerian Society of Engineers to develop engineers and indeed Nigeria. So that's another score point that we have been able to make. We also have, we are very aware of this JAPA syndrome, but we have tried to rename it as Jet Abroad Progress. So instead of just jetting abroad, a lot of our members jet abroad and they get there, they don't know what to do, they can't even find their feet. So we have established committees amongst our diaspora branches. And by the way, we have 5 branches in the diaspora. We have 3 in the UK, 1 in Glasgow, 1 in Manchester, 1 in London. We have 1 in the US, that's in Houston, Texas, and we have 1 in the eastern region of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So we have set up committees in each of those branches to take care of our members who have the need to go abroad. And with the COREN, the Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, being a provisional signatory to the Washington Accord, which allows for our engineers to be able to go abroad and practice. It has improved the mobility of our members. So we find that it's necessary for us to prepare the grounds for them when they get there. So what we call the International Mobility Committees have been inaugurated, just inaugurated last week, so that these committees will make it easier, like kind of prepare soft landing for our engineers when they do go abroad to seek professional development, or even to just live there, and then they will be able to come back. They'll be gainfully employed. They won't just be roaming the streets. Instead, they will find support with our branches and our branch members there. On 9th of February last month, I mean, on 9th of February, that's not last month, that's 2 months ago, when it was exactly 1 month, no, 20th of February, rather, exactly 1 month after my investiture, we started something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, which has to do with the welfare of our members. We started sending birthday greetings to our members. It's something that we planned to do for the past 2 years, and we really couldn't do it, but we sat down and we felt that it would give members a better sense of belonging. I like it when I wake up on my birthday and I get greetings from my bankers. And they say, Margaret, happy birthday. It gives me this, okay, so these people are thinking about me, and we have started it in NSE now. So you receive, on your birthday, you receive birthday greetings. And we have received a lot of positive feedback. Members feel that now, yes, we think about them because it's important. It's not just about, even though we, as engineers, we're always looking at how we can develop professionally, we also need to take care of the welfare and the well-being of our members. So basically, that's what we have been doing. And so I've read out the things that we have done, the collaborations, the partnerships, and so we can now interact on areas where you think we need to, whatever you want to ask us. That's why I have people here who are experts in different fields. And I'm sure you also know that the Nigerian Center of Engineers is made up of divisions which cuts across various disciplines of engineering. I'm a chemical engineer. He's a civil engineer who is also national chairman of highway and transportation. He's civil, he's electrical, so it's agric. So whatever you come to NSE for, as long as it is engineering, we have the experts in-house. And we also have branches which cut across, which is based on location, all over Nigeria. 86 in total, 81 in Nigeria and 5 in the diaspora. And we are still counting. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming.
Madam President, the 34th President of our great Nigerian Society of Engineers, and first female president in the history of our society ever. I want to thank you for this session, which has been very, very enlightening. We thank our gentlemen and ladies of the press for this panel which we had. We thank you for coming even at such short notice. We want to thank our members, our senior members of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, chairman of divisions, branch chairman, and other very senior members of the Nigerian Society of Engineers who have found time and made it possible to come to this panel. The discussions we have had here will continue to work on them. And as we continue to meet, you will get updates on not just what you've told us here, but also on things we should subsequently bring up